Hey guys, today's makeup look is going to be another one of my there was not really a makeup in the music video, but the song inspired me to make this makeup sort of looks. And today we're going to be doing Oh Nana. Oh my god, I hate any songs whose names come from like sounds or Mama. Oh Nana by K.A.R.D. So I already did my brows. I used my Eclipse Auto Eyebrow Pencil. Love that pencil. Really cheap as well. Very similar to like the Etude House one though, so then I cleaned up under my brows. But when I saw that DSP was coming out with not another, oh my god, what was I gonna say? When I found out that they were coming out with a color group, I was like, okay. But then I a lot of times I don't really get interested in like new groups that come out. But I was really bored one day, and so I watched one of the teaser things, I guess, for one of the members. I was like, oh shit. Not because like they looked really good or which they all do, but the music is exactly the kind of music that I like. Of course, this was just the music in the teaser. I don't know if it's music they're gonna release or anything, but the actual debut, could you call it a debut song? The Unana was basically the kind of music that I'm very much into. Today's look is kind of inspired, I don't know, like bronzy sorts of shades. I didn't really find any photos, because the thing is, whenever I look at these looks, I try to translate it into a look that I would even wear outside or whatever. But yeah, so I basically just ended up having to come up with a look myself, kind of. Trying this stick out again. I reviewed this in a video, so if you haven't seen that, you should check it out. Some people were saying that there's a lot. See, the thing is, whenever I upload videos like that, I always get, of course, there's always really great comments that, because, we need some professionalism here. If you are a professional makeup artist and you know what you're talking about, then please, I invite you to, like, say something in the comments, because I'm not perfect. I don't have a license. So it's one of those types of videos where, I get lots of people that, I feel like whenever I say anything, and I'm not saying I'm absolutely not right about everything, but that's when the professionals come out. So I get like really nervous because sometimes people start arguing in the comments about who's right and what's right, and that's why I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm here putting on my fucking makeup, just trying to make a living. It's too lazy to wash my beauty blender, so I'm just gonna use a cushion today. I bought this new lighting set. I hope the lighting is okay. If you think it's too bright, let me know, so in the next video I can try dim them down a little bit, because these have dimmable lights. So, which, yes, by the way, I have to definitely thank you guys for even being able, for me being able to afford any of this. I definitely have to thank everyone that watches my channel and things like that. Wow, I just fucking realized I filmed all of that. I did my base, my contour, I told my whole story, and I wasn't even fucking recording. Jesus Christ. Anyway, if you follow me on Africa TV or watch my broadcast, since about a few weeks ago, there's like this running joke. Because someone asked me like, oh, do you have like a weird dating experience? And I was trying to think about it, I'm like, not really, but then it came to me. She came back, the memory. But yeah, I met this guy through the app, and at this point I was living really far. I was living in like Dongdaecheon, like way up north, not North Korea, because some people even fucking ask me, oh, do you live in North Korea? No. Yes, that's why I'm able to use my phone and contact you via this app. So I traveled down to Seoul to meet this person, and I arrived first. I was at the station exit waiting. The thing that most people meeting people on the internet, what they don't want happens, and this person does not look like the photo. It's not like they were using other people's photos. They weren't like catfishing. I knew it was the same person, but this person, she was having a good photo day. She was having a good selfie day. In person, they look much, much older. I even showed my friend. They were like, oh wow, he's handsome. But then in person, I was like, So this whole time, I'm just like, oh fuck, what the fuck have I got myself into? But I'm already all the way here. Like, oh god, I have to deal with it. So we have dinner or whatever. He doesn't speak that much English, very basic English. I don't speak that much Korean. Like, my Korean's really bad at this point. Not like what it is today. I mean, it's not that great now, but it's just really bad back then. The thing is, after we had dinner or whatever, tends to be the case where you have dinner, then you have coffee. And so we went to a fucking couple cafe, like a room cafe, and I'm just like, oh god, she wants to try it. She wants to try it. So we go to this room cafe, and the thing is with these room cafes, you know, each couple's room is divided, but like it's like a bathroom. Like there's still a space above the divider, so you can hear what people are talking about. And the thing is, they don't play music very loud in these couple cafes, because of course it's not a fucking club, it's a cafe. So we can hear there's this couple next to us, and they were just, you know, talking. But as soon as me and this guy start talking in our broken ass Korean and our broken ass English, I feel like the other couple, because they had nothing else to do, they stopped talking and they were just like listening to us. It was so embarrassing. But anyway, you know, this whole time just like really quiet. I'm not talking that much. I have hair on my contact. He's trying to make conversation, and you know, I'm trying to make conversation too, but I don't want to make it, I'm not trying to like seduce him or whatever, because I really, that's the last thing I wanted, to be honest, at this point. But bless his heart, bless his heart. But as it is, this is not just a date. This bitch wanted to get it in. He wanted to get it in. You know, that tends to be the case, you know, in Korea when you meet a guy. There's the kinds of people that, on the, you know, they want to do it on the first date. But in Korea, not speaking for every person, but for a majority, from what I've experienced, they want something. They want something the first night. Because if they're not coming all the way out somewhere, paying for dinner, paying for coffee, not to get anything, you know what I mean? Especially the fact that I live so far. You know, he was trying to, you know, make his advances, and it's different for everyone how they, like, initiate the dude. And if you're too young, I'm sorry, you need to exit, you need to leave this video, because it's getting very 19 plus. It's pretty obvious at this point that we don't have any more, we have nothing else to talk about, and it's that point where, you know, you want to start, like, moving over to fucking military, you know what I mean? The way in which people initiate it is different for everyone. But for this guy, oh my god, I will never fucking forget. This is the part of the story that, like, I don't even want to say because it's so gross. But basically, he was like, do you like Lady Gaga? And he asked me if I like Lady Gaga, and I'm like, yeah, I like Lady Gaga. And he was like, do you want to play Love Game? It was disgusting. At that point, I knew, I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here, Mom. So he was like, oh no, please. You know, at this point, we walked out. We walked out of the cafe. Not really going anywhere, kind of trying to make my way towards the station. But every time, that area had a lot of motels, so every time we passed a motel, look, motel, we should play a love game here. I'm just like, please stop speaking. Never again. I was leaving, he was like, oh yeah, let's hang out again sometime. Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, now I'm setting my face with powder, because I really need to start on these eyes. The eyes are really easy, but I just want to get started on them now. I want to color my brows slightly darker for this one. So before I start putting eyeshadow, I want to put concealer on my eyelids to kind of prime them. And I want an even base for the color, because you're using a lot of vibrant colors, and I want them to stand out. And my lids aren't necessarily discolored, and not really veiny, but I find that putting concealer really just like makes them look blank and even. I'm using this shadow from what is this brand? NARS, bitch. I can't fucking afford that shit. I'm using NYX to just set this. Oh god, I can't believe I said NARS. Who the fuck do I think I am? Here trying to prance around with my hourglass primer and fucking powder, bitch. I got that shit for free. I cannot say anything. For the actual main shadow, I'm just going to be sticking to this palette. I used the cool palette, so now I'm going to use the warm palette. I've been reaching for these two palettes a lot recently, because I feel like they have every color that I would ever feel like for my personal needs. I have like every color that I would ever need. We are going to start off with this shade right here in Honey Milk. I'm just going to fluff that onto the lid. I guess towards the crease if you want. I'm just being very nonchalant about this, so. Okay, and then I'm going to take Dull Espresso right here, loading on my flat shader brush, and then I'm going to take off a lot of it off the back of my hand so I don't get too much, because really this color is just going to be covered by the other one, so I don't have to worry about this color too much. But I definitely want to keep it only up to the crease. I don't want it to go past the crease. I'm kind of doing this shit that I always do. Now this whole look, I think I'm going to wing because I don't exactly remember the steps that I done. Or the exact colors I use, I'm sorry. Next, I'm going to take this kind of satiny, shimmery, kind of reddish brown wormwood. And I'm going to put that basically on top of the brown, but mostly in the center. And this will add dimension to the eyes. You know, when they're like giving a reason as to why they're putting color. Oh, this will add depth. And no, I want to put it there because I want to fucking put it there. For now, I'm kind of just slapping it on. I might go back and put more later, but for now, I'm just like putting a base of that. And then I'm going to dip into the deepest shade in here, a really deep brown Dark Night. This color is so fucking pigmented. Like, I dip once, and I need to like take it off on the back of my hand, or else it'll be too much for my eyes, at least. I'm gonna go back into this warm red brown shade, and I'm gonna run that on my lower lash line, very, very close to the lash line. Like, I don't want to take it down that far at all. I'm gonna add shine to the center of the eyes. Some people were suggesting that I use a what is it, like a base, which is a good idea, which is what I'm gonna use. Now, I tried it by using like lash adhesive on my skin, and then I put the powder on top. I'm gonna use like a combination of these two colors, and I know these are like really creamy, shimmery pigment. They're almost like pigments in a way, because they're not the same as like these matte shadows. They're much more creamy in texture, and I noticed that if it's on top of like something like an adhesive, it becomes like, it's like a really pretty gold, but it's almost like really smoothed out. And I prefer it kind of where it's more of like this kind of shimmery, like you can tell the shimmers apart. For adherence, I want to add some NYX matte finish mist spray, whatever. I'm going to spray once into the cap, and taking the small sort of brush, I'm going to dip my brush in there, kind of work it on the back of my hand. Dip into tanning gold. I'm going to place that in the very inner corner. Kind of taking it down to the bottom here. Now, I don't really like how it's so yellow, so I'm going to spray again into my cap. And I'm going to take a slightly larger brush, and this time I'm going to dip into this color right next to it. It's more of like a muted gold. It's not, it's more on the brown side. It's not too yellow. And I'm going to go over that gold with this one to tone it down a little bit. And then before I go into eyeliner, I'm going to reiterate some of those colors that I was using before, because sometimes they can start looking muddled together. For the eyeliner, I'm going to do it kind of in the same fashion as I did in my highlight music video. In my highlight makeup video, and I'm going to kind of elongate my inner corners and kind of just like a simple wing. Not too crazy, but I think the point is like the inner corners. And then I'm going to run some mascara through my lashes, only because I got some eyeshadow on there. It kind of lighted my eyelashes a little, so I'm going to darken them up again with mascara. Not really concerned about length, volume, and all that. Now, I'll be honest, I really just wanted to go in with my regular no makeup lipstick, because I think it would just suit this look because the eyes are so strong. But I'm gonna try kind of nude lip gradient, if that makes sense. I want something a little darker. Hold on. Oh my god, I fucking forgot. I recorded the outro and everything, but I forgot to do this. I'm going because my hair is up, and I have like a receding hairline. It's actually really uneven. I'm gonna use this black monster puff. Fix up these edges. Alright, much better. So with that, that's pretty much it. That's the finished look. Again, if there's any products that I use that you're interested in, they're down below. They're in the info box for you to check out. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you in my next video. Bye everyone. See you.
You better keep 'em, boy, you better keep it low key. Don't act like you